Hello, welcome to episode 61 of the Islanders podcast. My name is James.
My name is Minnie.
And my name's Yen.
Hello, welcome to season 5 of the Islanders podcast. I'm Minnie, now becoming the new member of the Islanders. You might know me if you've listened to season 1, episode 11, talking about my long walk in Spain. So today, we'll be sharing some of our part-time job experiences.
Okay. Now, before anybody's worried about anything, I just wanted to say that Daniel is still with us.
Yeah.
He just took on another role for the time being, but he's still with us. Okay, so guys, do not worry. Daniel is still with us.
Daniel, we'll be here.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about part-time jobs then.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
please, why did you want to talk about this topic?
I was thinking, what should I talk about on my first hosting on the Islanders? So last weekend I was there on a public sale. On an auction sale. I was doing a part-time job there. Yeah, so then suddenly I think it might be fun to talk with you guys about what university students do as part-time jobs in Taiwan.
Okay.
That's such a general topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a lot of different jobs, kind of fun jobs as I wanted to share. And I'm sure Yen has done some very special jobs also, right?
Yeah. So,
but before that, I want to talk about your auction sale.
Public auction. That's
because I have never heard of an auction here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Especially auctions related to art. I always thought that those were some of the rich people stuff.
That's
really
high
level stuff.
Yeah,
really
the rich people like in Paris or in in Milan that people spend a crap ton of money for paintings or for sculptures.
Yeah.
But I never associated that with Taiwan. Yeah. So do you want to talk a little bit about it?
I can feel that I don't really belong there because the money I earn is not enough to buy anything there.
Anything, definitely.
The money I buy, the money I earn in 3 days can't buy anything there. Yeah.
Yes.
And there are lots of also some of the celebrities in Taiwan, they were there too. But the public sale I went to, they aim for the many things that they sell are Chinese calligraphy.
Chinese calligraphy.
Yeah, Chinese calligraphy.
So it's like a Chinese public auction or something.
Yeah,
Chinese style.
Yeah. They sell lots of, but they also sell contemporary art too.
Okay.
Some of famous Japanese artists and some of the.
Like the one with a lot of dots. That one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah.
So what did you do there? What's your job?
I went
Security
there.
guard.
I'm a security guard this time. I used to stand to guard these paintings. I
a security guard. I
went
joking.
there for 2 times already. This is my 3rd time there.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah.
And this time I was not in the public sale. I was outside next to the parking lot, sitting with a real security guard.
A real security
guard. Yeah.
So you're like the assistant of security guard.
Yes, I'm the assistant. I have to
assistant to the security guard.
Assistant. Yeah. I have to whenever there's a car, when someone wants to park, I have to get outside of the little room that the security guard stay. I have to ask if they are the guests to the public sale. If they are, I have to give them something
some cards.
Some cards. Yeah.
Sort of like concierge.
Concierge.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And but it's quite boring inside that room, so I chat a lot with the security guard. And,
So you didn't actually join the whole process of the public auction?
Not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah.
So before you have joined, being kind of also assistant or something?
Security guard of paintings.
Okay.
I stand next to.
But don't the paintings have very complex security systems, like alarms or something already built into them?
No, they just put the paintings there. So,
So when you tell me that you've gone on the public sale, a part-time job, I thought that it was something you're having a cloth on your hand and handing these art stuff.
When I
get onto
imagine
the
like
stage.
art auctions,
Yeah.
I imagine like Night at a Museum or movies like that, or like the Pink Panther. Have you ever watched the Pink Panther? Like they wear gloves.
Yeah.
And
You
then they take care of
all these stuff.
We're not that formal, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But when we roll, we still have to roll the paintings. We roll with our bare hands. We don't wear any gloves. Yeah.
Maybe it's not that old.
I think it's not that old.
But still expensive, right?
Still expensive.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a quite cool experience.
But
So how's your like part-time job experience? Is there anything to share with us, James?
I wanted to continue your topic about being a security guard.
Oh, wow.
Because that is a job that I kind of want to do like for 1 or 2 days. Because that is, that kind of like sitting there the whole day and then trying to kill time, that kind of job is something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And so I was really, interested in your experience as a security guard. Like, what did you do to kill time besides talking to the security guard?
I ate nuts.
Okay.
The security guard gave me nuts, and then I read 2 books. I read a book about philosophy and a book about gender equality.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 days, 2 books.
2 days, 2 books.
Yeah,
There's
2 days, 2 books.
There's so many free times.
Cover to cover. So you read the whole book.
Yeah.
No. But when
I read a bit of the book.
A bit of them. Yeah. But and also I look at the trees outside, the birds outside, people outside, and cars outside.
Okay.
And the security guard told me that there's Guo Taiming, the famous
like entrepreneur
in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll
Terry,
walk
I think
by.
he's called Terry.
Terry
Guo.
So? Yeah, Terry Guo.
Yeah,
Such a cute name,
for the
Terry.
international audiences. I think
Yeah.
you've heard of him. He was a presidential candidate a few years back.
Yeah.
Almost a presidential candidate. Yeah.
in Taiwan.
In Taiwan. Yeah. Sometimes he would walk by with his mother. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting
That's
thing.
cool.
So
That's
celebrities around, right?
Celebrities around. Yeah. Because it's in the Xinyi district. It's
Like it.
Oh, okay.
a fancy.
So where was
fancy
it? Like
place.
in where particularly in Xinyi district?
It's really close to Taipei 101, but
Okay,
it's I think it belongs to the Guotai Bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that building
okay.
belongs to it. Yeah.
So Xinyi district is, like we said, is one of the richest parts of Taipei.
Yeah, downtown.
Like the financial center.
center,
Like we have Taipei 101 there. We also have an Apple store there that looks like a MacBook there right over there.
Oh,
So
yeah, I've heard
that's
that.
where all the fancy hotels and all that. So it's really no surprise that some kind of auction is held
Yes.
there. Right? Yeah. It's a whole different world there. Yeah. So talking about my personal part-time jobs, I did a lot of jobs in school actually on campus. So I have a job at a library, which I help them interview like famous people who come to the library. So I have this job, and I'm a photographer and a videographer.
Yeah.
You know, I make
Actually
videos,
make videos, yeah.
for the library.
Yeah, always, always find
Related
James.
to their like their public galleries. They have galleries that they have different exhibitions each month.
Yeah.
And then I help them make short videos. That was one of my part-time jobs. Yeah.
That's a very very
kinda
cool
fun,
job. Yeah, that's a very cool job. So how did they like pay you for these kind of work? You have to edit
So,
videos, right?
Actually, so they pay me the normal salary that they pay everybody. Like the basic minimum wage in Taiwan.
In Taiwan,
it's about 160 NTD per hour.
Yeah.
Which is about $5 US per hour.
Yeah.
So I earned that kind of money, and then
How do they count your hours?
Yeah, every time I make a video, they ask me to submit my hours editing the video.
Oh, yeah.
Or shooting the video, and then basically it's I get to decide how many hours I send in. So normally I send in like a reasonable number, maybe something like for like a 10-20 minute video, I think about 20 to 30 hours.
So did they give you some like reference values, like how much time did the
No,
past?
they didn't because nobody had this
nobody
job
had
before
this
me. I
before.
was the first one to
Wow, you're the trailblazer.
Wow.
to officially hold this job, and then so I send in the numbers myself.
Okay.
But
it was
you
a
don't-
really fun job. I really enjoyed it.
You don't
I didn't
have
do it
to
for the
stand-
money.
You don't have to
Actually,
stay there, right?
no, I don't have to stay there because I like jobs that I don't have to be at a place.
Yeah,
Like a
definitely.
At a
freelancer.
certain time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like freelance jobs.
Yeah,
So
and
this
definitely
was
this job.
one of, I think, my perfect jobs as a student, as a part-timer, you know.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
And it's kind of like you can improve your own skill.
From holding my
through
own
editing
skills, and then
Yeah, very, 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 very cool.
it wasn't a really tough job, but it was a really you have to spend a lot of hours in it.
Time
but it wasn't
consuming,
like
I would say,
super
yeah.
tough or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about yours?
How about you?
Okay, so my part-time job, actually, all the part-time job I've done is like some time-killing jobs, just as yours. It's like the most I've done is just to like being the guard of the tests, some exams, you know. So you have to clear the aisles, and so let the classroom being cleared, and everyone's prepared for the test, and that's my job.
I know. I think we call that proctor. There's a word for proctor. Yeah, a proctor is a person who watches
so
people do tests.
I watch them do tests.
Like TAs or like teachers, they can also be proctors.
Proctors.
Yeah, and for like you know Taiwanese parents, they always like to they come to the exam place with their childrens and with their kids, and they have to like tell them you just have to be careful and bring them water or something. Yeah,
like during the big exams, like college entrance exams. So normally, when the students go to take these exams, the parents will come with them.
Yeah.
And sometimes with the whole family, like with your little brother, a little sister.
Yeah.
And your job was to keep them out of the test.
Yeah, that's all my job. And they're somewhat like the cheerleaders or something. They're just always there. So I have to like ask them to get out, or to maybe leave. Please take your place outside this way. Yeah.
It's almost like a family event, like a family picnic, sort of. You know, the number of people there is crazy.
Yeah. So that's all my job. And during the test time, I just like read my books or just do my stuff.
Make sure nobody's
there.
Cheating.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody's cheating also.
Yeah,
right?
just keep an eye on them.
Yep. So did you enjoy that, or did you think that was kind of boring?
The pay is really good, so yeah. So I will. Yeah, because it's most of the
by
tests,
the like school,
paid by the school,
like,
maybe government.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Paid by the government, and most of the time because they will ask, maybe the government will ask maybe 20 people to join this part-time job, but actually there's no need for that many of people. So maybe only 10 of us will go. So like we're kind of like having the double minimum wage.
Really?
Of being our salary.
Wow.
So so that's why the pay is really good.
Wow, I'm really envy.
Yeah, so that's my part-time job. Maybe in my high school I will go there, but in university I just go to some like office for doing office work. So that's boring. That's boring jobs. Yeah.
During high school, there was a job that I did, but I didn't get paid for it. Was that I helped my classmates go through their English compositions.
Oh. Yeah.
So my teacher would give me all my classmates' English compositions, and my job was to go through them and check for grammar mistakes and help them check.
So you're like teaching
English
assistants.
writing. Yeah.
She might add some points for your final grade.
I think she should pay you.
Yeah.
So that was something that I thought of. That was actually kind of a job, but I didn't get paid for it during high school. Yeah. But that was still fun, I guess.
Nice memories.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the value part here is like you can have the chance to like look over other classmates' composition.
But that's super boring. Like they don't write anything interesting.
But
it's not like their diary or something.
You can make a joke on them.
Well, it was for the test.
Okay. Yeah.
So we wrote like really boring stuff. Yeah. So that wasn't really. Really interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Minnie, is there any like other part-time jobs you have done maybe in college or maybe in your high school?
In the university.
Okay.
Just now when you were talking about library, I first thought that you sit in the
office,
in the
front door desk.
The front door desk. Yeah, but it turns out that you're doing something more interesting.
Yeah.
I also have another library-related job that we can talk about later.
Yeah.
But I want to hear yours first.
Yeah.
I was in the school's my department's front desk. Like I answer phone calls and I do the cleaning in the office.
Yeah.
And normally I can have my laptop or books with me there, so it's not that boring, and they feed you a lot. They feed you with tons of food.
I think it's like an administrative assistant for your department's office.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like my part-time job that is at, I think it's the principal's room. So I am actually the
assistant to the principal.
No. I'm the assistant to the secretary of the principal.
Okay.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
So that's I just do really simple jobs.
Yeah.
Maybe copying things.
Well, that's what we can do for the time being.
Checking mistakes for documents.
Yeah, and maybe bring some coffee to those
to the principals.
Yeah, maybe
smile.
the secretaries and smile. Yeah, smile is a big part.
Yeah.
So in my third year, I remember spending a lot of time in my department's office because I was the head of the student association in my department, and so I spent a lot of time talking with the assistant there. So we also have the same job there, but I just kind of spent a lot of time with him, chatting with him, like having fun. Yeah. So that was, I think, a fun job. I remember him just sitting there and just answering phone calls from time to time, and then other time he's just doing something, doing his whole homework,
his own things. Yeah.
So did you find that interesting, or like was it boring? How many hours did you do a week?
I then quit it because
I
only did it for like 1 or 2 semesters because earning the
minimum
wage for me is like I prefer to do something that can earn more money.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think the time worth much more. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think for me, I do jobs that are fun for me. They're interesting for me.
Yeah.
And because like in the school, the jobs are always minimum wage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can't ask for more, but like so unless we go to tutoring, which we talked about before, then tutoring you can get a much better salary as a student.
Yeah. So actually, I've done another part-time job is working as a dormitory, like or maybe organizer or something. Some kind of job. We will call it leader, but it's actually we're doing housekeeper's job. So it's like we have to like manage all.
I think I misplaced it. I don't think it's a housekeeper. It's more like I don't know if you guys watch Harry Potter.
Oh
Harry Potter. It's more like Hagrid's job.
Somewhat.
Fixing stuff that is broken, or like stuff like that. Right?
Somewhat like that. But we're not the one that actually fix them. But we're helping all those students who live in dormitory to like contact the people who contact maybe some organization or something else, some people outside to fix for them. So actually that job is quite boring, but that means I and another partner of mine have some kind of power to like organize people in our dormitory. So we're not only just do like housekeeper things. We'll hold some events or like getting people together. Yeah, we have done some of that things before. Yeah, so I think that part is quite interesting. Yeah.
I think you did a good job. Because I live in that dorm. Yeah.
At that time?
I'm not sure, but
okay.
I think in my first year of university, I live in.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think like working with a group of college students is always a tough job, no matter what you do with them. Yeah, and especially like something related to their living. They like to play. Sometimes they like to play mahjong in the midnight in the dorm, and it's super noisy because all the pieces clash into each other. And
I think all those people who just told us that they're playing mahjong, and I asked him, why don't you go tell them it's late night? You have to stop playing mahjong. You're bothering us. But they come to us and ask.
It's like a very difficult job, to organize all these people, and then you have to accept complaints from other people.
And everything messy. Yeah, you have to
messy.
always messy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yes. But the experience when we held some events and getting people together is very very good. I have a very good experience that time. So I just.
But more often than not, you're in the midnight solving these stupid problems.
Yeah. They should have just call the dormitory call somebody else for help. You're just bothering us.
So they knock on your door.
Yeah. They just come and knock on our door, and just ask us for help, and maybe in late night. So. Yeah,
it's like being a class leader.
Message us or something. Yeah.
It's like being a class leader in a very noisy class.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
So
you have to be the fun police.
Yeah,
and that is, I think, very very hard and very difficult job. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So another part-time job I've done before is like being some group leader in a camp, in a summer camp. Actually, the summer camp was held by the Hsinchu, I think the cultural department or something. So it's a literature camp, and we're like the nannies for all these counselors for all these high school students, and they have to go to some speeches and go to some like places about literature or literature in Hsinchu. So. Yeah, that's quite a good experience because I'm not quite familiar with all these things, all like literature stuff in Hsinchu, and having a great tour because of this summer camp. Yeah.
So you introduce Hsinchu to these people?
No, there's an advisor, right? Or some sort.
Talking about literature in Hsinchu, and you're the people that organize the little group of students.
Yeah,
I just tell them that you have to go to class right now, or you have to go to bed right now, and those are high school students.
Yeah,
so camp counselors. Yeah, that's what we call them in America. Yeah. So I have another part-time job, which was also quite fun, also in the library.
Okay.
So I was the tour guide for the library.
Oh, that's really cool.
So and my tours were all in English. So when there were people like from Germany, from France, from Europe, or from America, they come to our school, they want to visit our library, then that's my job. I take them around the library and then I show them around.
So which kind of people would them be? It's
like government officials, or like visiting professors, or like exchange students. Those are the people that I meet, and sometimes I meet very cool people because of the job.
Yeah,
and so that was the best part of the job. But that was really, really little money. Like for half an hour, they only pay me minimum wage once yet again. Yeah, but that was fun meeting these special people.
Yeah. So are they interesting? Those people?
Sometimes they are interesting. Sometimes they are very tired from talking to our principal. Because they always come after they talk to our principal. Yeah. And then sometimes they're tired, and sometimes they're very nice, and you can chat with them. Yeah.
Because I remember, I think students in our university have to like take a tour in the library when we just
first enter
yeah,
the
all
school.
The freshmen, they come to visit the library, but that
I
tour
remember
is in Chinese.
It's very boring.
It's kind of boring, yeah. But there are some cool places in the library that I show them.
Okay.
But mostly I talk about like the university's history, and that part is quite boring.
The history. I found the history of our university is really cool.
Yeah.
And I like the movie place.
Yeah, the movie place was all their favorite places.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they love to visit our spaceship like movie theaters.
Oh, that's cool.
Like all that. Yeah. That's really fun.
That's really fun.
Just now, I also think of one. Like I think I can consider it as a part-time job.
Okay.
I work for my one of my professor, and he's been holding discussions in many of the towns in Hsinchu or Taoyuan in
Discussions,
Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like deliberative discussions for people. Yeah, it's the government assigned him to do that. So he need many hosts to discuss about social issues with people. Okay. And so then I have to we go to different towns or villages in Hsinchu and to talk with these elders or
like local people.
Yeah, local people, and it's quite fun. And it is the highest pay that I had ever get from a part-time job.
So that actually reminds me that I've done this job before, being the host, like being the facilitator of of one like discussion, like local community discussion for those people. Yeah, I've done once, but it's like 2 years ago. Yeah, I can barely remember. I have barely memory of. I'm like the assistant of the social community, like some holders, some organization, some NGOs in Zhubei city. Yeah, that's quite cool. I can have the chance to talk with all these local people.
They're quite cute and nice.
Yeah. They can and they feed you.
Yeah, food.
Yeah, they always feed you for food, and because maybe most of them are like Hagas.
Yeah.
In Taiwan, we have a group of people called Hagas, and they have their own like culture, like different from mine culture, and they will bring Hakka foods for me. Yeah, and that's really cool experience for me. Yeah.
Sometimes, like some fun villages, they speak only Hakkanese or Taiwanese, and I always get really nervous about that because I speak poor Taiwanese. Yeah, but some of my colleagues, some of other students, they can communicate with them with good Taiwanese.
Okay. So if the elders only know Hakka, how did you like communicate with them?
I try with like normally there will still be people who speak Mandarin in the whole table. Like we have about 10 people in on the table.
And they'll translate among each other.
Yeah, they'll translate.
Okay. So people who understand Mandarin, they can speak Hakka with their friends.
Yes.
And then they understand what you're talking about.
It's cool. It's just like some bilingual. It's like a translator. Some people, they know Mandarin, Taiwanese, and Hakka, and they can just switch between all these languages very fluently.
Yeah, I really admire people like that. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
So
is there other like different kind of part-time job experience you've heard from your friends, or like you've heard from your classmates or something?
Like really cool ones.
Really cool
Special ones.
I think most of my classmates, they do like tutoring.
Oh yeah.
But I had a classmate of mine.
Yeah.
He worked at a bar.
Yeah.
So he was an assistant to the bartender. So what he did was like sort of like a waiter, but at a bar. And he said the job was super tough because the bartender is super tough on you, and he expects a lot from these kind of bar waiters at a bar. So it wasn't a really easy job, and he quit after like 2 months.
And actually, the working hour of them is really late night.
Because bars open like from 8 to 3 o'clock or something like that. Yeah, so it was a really tough job.
One of my friend also he worked at the bar. I think the bar is one of the bar that near our school, right?
I'm not sure, but I think he works like
different bars.
Yeah, different bar.
Okay,
So the bartender was super tough there.
Yeah. I think because that friend of mine, he's in just as Daniel, he's in the club of like cocktail club, I think. Yeah. So he's trying to like improving his skills,
gaining
experience,
like sort of like an apprentice to the bartender.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah, but that job was super tough.
Yeah, it's super tough.
Yeah. So how about you? Do you have any like friends that have interesting jobs?
I also have friends that work as assistants of bartender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I didn't know that. But I bumped into her the other day. I went to the bar next to her.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So is she a bartender now?
I don't think so. I think she's still helping to serve and to
Okay.
So one of my friend, he actually went in during the summer vacation. He went to like a woodwork workshop for like some intern or like some assistants at the workshop, and actually that workshop is in Japan, so it's not Taiwanese woodwork shop. So it's he worked in like also like I think Kyoto or something, some place in Kyoto, some workshop in Kyoto, and actually that workshop is making like wood buildings. So it's like making traditional Japanese wood buildings. So that's a very, very, very cool thing for me. He took some photos and sent it to me, and they have to draw, because they have to draw lines for like cutting like those truss or those wooden stuff, and they use pencils, or they use some special equipment for for doing those linings, and that's cool. That's definitely cool.
Wow.
So they have a whole set of skills they have to learn when they join the like woodwork workshop there, and I think maybe some Japanese stuff, they Shokugin stuff. So they work very tough, and they have a strict order. They have to follow the strict order of their like masters, or I think they have a woodwork master for them, and they have to follow such a kind of principles for all. They're kind of having different kind of principles they have to follow, and that is very special. That is very cool for me to knowing that. At these places, they're not only like strict on your skills, but they're only strict on your mental circumstances of making all these works. I think they will call their own thing artworks, like wooden artworks. So that's very, very cool.
I bet he speak good Japanese, right?
And he's trying to improve his Japanese at that place as well. So that's really special.
So I think part-time jobs is a very special experience for students. Because right now we're at the crossroad, like we're about to get careers like normal working jobs, and so part-time jobs is kind of like a memory for us, And so, are there any interesting part-time jobs that you have ever tried, or like your friends have ever tried? Be sure to talk to us about that. We love to hear your part-time job stories. And remember to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter. Right now we have a Twitter. Follow us, talk to us there. And Spotify, YouTube, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.